the theory here, and it does break down into reality, is some speed building up to a marathon. And the whole, it's all Jack Daniels stuff, it's all exercise physiology. So what we're trying to do is get them to run a little bit faster, run a fast mile, for example. In Molly's case, we would want her to run under 5 minutes for a mile at altitude, which gives her a lot more capacity to run faster at sea level. And I told Nell before Boston, in order to stay with the fast Kenyans, you've got to be able to surge at about 18 miles. It's a broken record, that's what they do every time.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to have the capacity to run faster later on in the race, and the only way to get there is to do this kind of speed work. Same with Luis. We need to get to Luis to run under 9 minutes at altitude for 2 miles, which should not be that big a deal.
Hey, Nell.
So we had a mile at tempo pace, 6 by 600, 200, and a mile at the bookend. It's like, what would you say now? Speed endurance workout? Yeah, it's like, the first mile is kind of like a little more to add volume, to warm you up. And then the 600 and 200 are to get like turnover, kind of create that differential from marathon pace. And then the last bookend I'd say is for like, running fast on tired legs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are your goals for this workout? What are you getting out of it?
So I suppose we all have maybe different goals, but for me, I just want to feel fast and smooth in the 600, 200, but then like not totally crumble in the miles, particularly the final mile.
And this is, all of you have CIM coming up, right? Most of you?
Molly and Biz is doing cross country. Nell's getting ready for a big sprint.
Is that track season at that point? Or more marathons?
Marathon, yeah.
More
marathons.
Yeah. Yeah, this year's schedule is messed up, so like I don't really know what season we're in right now.
Yeah, it's all wonky. There's like no seasons, no true seasons, I feel like, anymore. If I had to put my money on it now, I bet you'll run track days. And spring, yeah. So cool. Just like jump into one with your marathon fitness. Oh, that is true.
So Hiruni, you did the Indy Marathon, right? The full marathon? You did the half?
Yeah.
How's your turnover been coming off of that? Like recovering from it?
That race wasn't a good one for me. So I've just been focusing on recovery, honestly. We did like a harder long run on Sunday, all 3 of us, and that one I felt decent. But that week coming off of Indy, I was like pretty wrecked. So I think I needed that time down and lower intensity, and I don't know, today's like the first real test post-race.
Is this your regular training group?
Yeah, I mean, Nell has been on a different segment because she ran Boston, but everybody's just showing better. So yeah, and we're all coached by Nell's dad, Rick Rojas. So this is the group.
Do you guys have a name? Like a nickname, maybe?
We don't, but we should come up with one. Do you have ideas for a nickname?
For you?
No, for the Rojas Club. Oh, it's called Rise. Not like the Rick Rojas PC.
We should do nicknames.
I was asking Hiruni about her recovery from Indy. How do you think you like turned over from that too?
I feel like my recovery was kind of delayed. I came off the race and I felt really good, and then it really didn't hit me till later in the week. So definitely have taken some easy days. Felt like I was maybe getting a little bit sick, but crisis averted. And yeah, so just kind of trying to put together the last few weeks before the marathon.
Was that a PR race too?
Yeah, it was. So it was good. It was fun. It was fun with my friends. So yeah.
No, that's fun. And then, do you guys have CIM goals?
I would like to do more. My PR is so anything close to the 230 range I'd be pretty happy with.
And is winning on the agenda for?
I mean, I always go into the race trying to win. That'd be really awesome and super fun. So hopefully there's a good group of women to compete with.
Ready? Yeah, ready. Let's go.
How's the wind feel?
I don't want to jinx it, but yeah. Planet.
Yes. Planet Earth. How you doing?
Just get some sleep last night.
No. How are you?
Feeling good. Yeah, that was a little bit too spicy.
A little too fast. Why'd you want so fast?
My fault. It's 38 at the 200.
Right, exactly.
And I thought Nell was going to run 85. Well, but she wasn't.
Well, I need to work on that, right?
That wasn't in the plan.
Did we really think about that?
Need to work on that. If you got these two guys out here. But you two are a good pair.
Yes, I have good. Okay, get after it.
Hi, girls.
Sorry.
36, a little fast. Fast.
Seconds too fast.
What's your rest gonna be?
200 jog. And then, yeah, I think they're all on 200 jog. But I think he wants it to be like really quality, so if you need more rest. Oh, I thought you meant your job. Yeah. You better get going.
5-minute pace. 7, 8, 9, 59. 5:20 pace.
Guys look good. Yeah, so do you guys. Great look from back here.
Halfway.
Halfway, well ahead of schedule.
Are your times just fast?
Yeah, like we haven't run a single 600 over 2 minutes, 80 pace, and like we're supposed to be running this fourth set. But I think we'll just keep it here and then hopefully run the last 2 fast.
Is it comfortable still?
Yeah, relatively. There are hard stretches. Yeah. All right, you two, go for it.
Yeah, it's not like the warm up was like
So
very ominous.
I was trying to walk out just out for the road and just like get hit by a car.
Nice. I'm just running as fast as I can.
You were 36 and I was 72, so.
Go for it. You girls are good. Whatever this is.
Good job,
guys.
Got this.
Jump in. Why not? Yeah, you're running like
What if I die?
1 second slower.
Yeah.
I'm 69. Shit. Good job. Yeah.
Dang.
Because we're not going to run a 27.
Okay. Not to worry. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
But now just finish up the workout. Don't take any chances. Don't try to redline this thing, okay? You're 450. I like your 550. Yeah.
Can I have a sip of water? This is yours, right?
Yeah, so just talk amongst yourselves and cruise the mile,
I would
right?
say start easy, Phil.
Still, yeah, start easy. I mean, he did a great job with his. He ran his last lap in 65 seconds.
Nice, awesome.
So, he needed to be more in that space than he has. So, 4:35. We're trending in the right direction in that mile.
Yeah, finish at 65.
Take some more time, you guys.
Whatever you want.
Nice.
Good job. Nice read.
Talk about like what this workout means, and then like how they're looking for the upcoming.
Sure. Yeah, that's a nice camera too.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, the theory here, and it does break down into reality, is some speed building up to a marathon. And the whole, it's all Jack Daniels stuff. It's all exercise physiology. So what we're trying to do is get them to run a little bit faster, run a fast mile, for example. In Molly's case, we would want her to run under 5 minutes for a mile at altitude, which gives her a lot more capacity to run faster at sea level. And I told Nell before Boston, in order to stay with the fast Kenyans, you've got to be able to surge at about 18 miles. It's a broken record. That's what they do every time.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to have the capacity to run faster later on in the race. And the only way to get there is to do this kind of speed work. Same with Luis. We need to get to Luis to run under 9 minutes at altitude for 2 miles, which should not be that big a deal. He just ran his last mile in 4:35 on this workout. So he's trending in the right direction. So his trajectory should bring him down, to a good fast marathon. But he has upside. Hopefully he'll be running for a few more years here and get that marathon down to under 2:12 and then eventually approach 2:10. But in order to do that, he's going to have to run close to 28 minutes for 10,000 meters.
Mm-hmm.
In order to do that, he's going to have to run close to under 4:10 at altitude for a mile. So the biggest component that's missing in American marathoning is this speed work, because you have to have it just physiologically to be able to run, under 2:10 with some of these top Kenyans. And still, you're going to be 6 minutes behind because they're running 2:05, 2:04. So that's what Nell has been doing now for the last several years, and she should be able to run a 440 mile at altitude this next go around here, getting ready for Boston. So we'll probably, and she just ran a 10:13 2 mile last week, so she's trending in the right direction as well. Yeah.